It doesn't matter if you have boys or girls. It's always a challenge bringing up children. But bringing up twins is an even greater challenge. Can you imagine two of everything at the same time? The Department of Twin Research at King's College London has a database of over 12,000 twins who are taking part in a fascinating research programme. Throughout their lifetimes, the twins regularly visit St Thomas's Hospital in London to have a range of medical tests.
On the two sides of your face, and they will capture. Okay, so this one's your 3D photos. It's quite interesting, huh? Amazing.
Today, hundreds of pairs of twins taking part in the programme have come to a summer party at the hospital. It's a chance to meet other twins and share their experiences. So, why are all these twins so important to scientists? All identical twins, like Zand and Chris, share 100% of their genes. They are genetically identical. Twins usually look exactly the same, and they often have very similar abilities, interests, and personalities.
Chris and I are similar in that we enjoy the same things. We both have a lot of the same friends.
We both did medical degrees. We did exactly the same A-levels.
But identical twins can often be good at different things and even suffer from different diseases.
I think I am different to you. I think I do have some free choice. There are differences in our personalities. I remember when we were 10 and I failed, I came bottom of the class in every single exam. And everyone said, oh, why don't you just work a bit harder like your brother and you do a bit better?
So, if two people are genetically identical, why is one loud and boisterous and the other quiet and sensitive? Or why does one get an illness and the other doesn't? It is these differences between identical twins that are so important to researchers. They give us a clearer picture of the influence of nature, our genes, and nurture, how we live, on the development of our personality and health. And scientists hope that this will help them to identify and prevent health problems in the future. Runyararo and Rufaro Mapfumo are twins. They live together in East London.
My name is Rufaro Mapfumo. I'm 20 years old. I'm 23 minutes older than my twin sister, and I study biomedical science at Middlesex University. I'm Runyararo Mapfumo, also 20 years old, and I'm studying film and visual effects at Sheffield Hallam University.
For Rufaro and Runyararo, there are many more advantages to being twins than disadvantages.
Having a double wardrobe is great as a twin. One of the advantages about being a twin is getting to play tricks on people. When we were younger, we swapped class, which was interesting. I went to her maths class and she went to my English class, and we swapped because we thought it would be really funny. We never got caught though. We used to be even more similar.
Hey, and you, what would you...
When they were teenagers, the Mapfumo twins did some acting.
Okay.
They learnt new skills, but, as at school, they were still able to take each other's place when necessary.
What time is the next screening of Indiana Jones, please?
It's at 3:30.
Because they were twins, they once had the chance to work on a Harry Potter film.
Yes, we are.
They would give us one role and divide that between us. So I would go on set for 3 hours while Runyararo was in school, and then once I'd finished and I'd had my time on set, they used to swap us over. So I suppose that's good because even though we got to do what we loved, we still had enough time to go to school and get a really good education as well.
Rafara's a bit more of a joker. She likes to make everybody laugh, whereas I could possibly be seen as more serious.
Runyararo has a lot of patience, and I think when you do film you need to have a lot of patience and kind of speak to the people you're working with and artists and be able to guide them patiently, whereas I kind of want things done then and there. I have a little bit less patience. It's always nice having somebody that you have a close connection to, and having a twin, I don't think there's a stronger bond. It's like living with your best friend, really.
I love that. That's nice seeing that.
Yeah, us dressed the same with our jackets.
I think that's probably when we looked most similar, actually.
Yes, yeah.
We did.
Mo is the mother of the Mapfumo twins.
Oh yes,
We went for our audition, our first
very much.
audition as twins.
Yes, I remember buying those T-shirts in Marks and Spencer's.
Yeah.
So what's it like trying to raise identical
I remember
twins?
that day very well. I had to rely a lot on my parents because having two babies, they had different times of feeding. That was one of the difficulties. Different types of sleeping. And so you find if you didn't have any help, then you'll be up 24/7. Another difficulty is the cost. Everything you pay for is double. Not so much when they're young, but when they're older, it becomes very costly.
Our spotlight picture.
The girls bonded right from the first day.
We do look a little bit different.
I used to keep them more or less together. They had different cribs, they had, separate chairs. But for some reason, they always used to reach out for each other or look out for each other. Yes.
And
Oh, yes. Oh, very nice. I remember that. We were in Wimbledon. And
Sometimes it seems the girls can communicate without talking.
fall that day, so we didn't go cycling for a long time. I can't even tell you sometimes as a mother what they do, but I know they have a silent way of communicating. If Runyararo is, say, at Sheffield and Rufaro is in London, and if something is happening to Runyararo that she's not happy, Rufaro can pick it up. She was in the library and she left to go to the toilet, and when she got back, her laptop had been stolen and she was quite upset. She hadn't rang me or she hadn't rang her sister, but at the moment when she was so desperate, her sister rang her from London to say if she was all right because she just felt something was going on. So it's things like that as well, heart, that they can still communicate. They know if one is in trouble or if one is not happy, or if one is happy for that matter.
Okay.
What advice does Rachel have for parents of school-age twins?
Remember that day very well. You mustn't be given a report where the teachers are using they. You should have single reports for each individual child. The problem I found was that the teachers could not differentiate between the two girls, who was Rufaro and who was Runyararo. You have to be absolutely sure that the teacher is talking about the correct twin. Half the time they got it all wrong and mixed up. Yeah, very nice. Smiling at the back garden.
Your teddy making its way into every picture.
Is that you or Runyararo?
Oh, wait.
That's not you. That's your sister.
Okay, so she's
They've got a very close bond. I don't worry so much about them because I know they've got each other. They talk to one another. And the most interesting is at the moment to see them grow up to be very confident and individual young ladies.
So, what are you doing these days? As Indira, what are you busy with at university?
I'm busy with my work
Mhm.
But nowadays, I don't have not a lot of works.
Okay. How about Big Zot? Big Zot, what are you doing these days?
Now I'm busy with the work.
Mhm. So, okay. What's your job in Russia? What do you do every day?
How как называется?
Okay, Asliddin,
Yeah,
what are you doing these days? Exams?
watching English Netflixes.
English what?
English Netflixes.
Ah, do you have Netflix?
Yeah,
And did you pay for it?
no,
But you cannot watch if you don't pay for it.
no, it's free, but it's it, it's need internet.
Ah, all right. It just need only internet.
Yeah.
I will also try. I haven't heard about it before.
I'll send you.
All right, that would be great. Thank you.
Okay.
Send it to the group as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Now we continue. Unit 8. It was page 66. Big Zot the Shogun. Okay. Now I need your advice. So here are some people who has problems and they just need your advice. Advice. Tagdagi subtitle notor ko'rsatdi. Men notor aytaman. All right. So in the first example, it says you can't sleep at night. You must do more exercise and you shouldn't drink so much coffee and water as well. So next you can answer these questions. Indira, I don't like my brother's new girlfriend.
First of all, I should explain my brother that this girl doesn't appropriate in our house, in our
Isn't
family.
appropriate for our house.
For our house. But I think if he really like her, we should understand him. Give it one chance for him.
Okay. And Asadan, I've got an important exam. I'm really nervous.
Don't be nervous and don't When we're nervous, it's just an exam, and pass the exam well.
Okay, so I shouldn't be so nervous, but what should I do not to be nervous?
Yeah, you can pass the exam.
Okay, thank you for the motivation and for the support. Because I have a boy in my class. There is a boy in my class bullying me. And bullying means that's usually at schools and at universities. They hit the boys, the weak people, the weak boys at school. Just bezorlik. Maktabda bezorlik. Meni jig'imga tegyapti, deyapti. So what should I do?
You should answer.
I should what?
You should answer him.
So I should answer him back. Like, if he hit me, I should hit him back.
Yeah.
What if I'm weak? Weak.
Or
That's a good way as well. But I think I should train more just to be strong and hit him back. And Indira, I'm hopeless at all sports. Whatever I do, I fail. I tried football, I tried tennis, but I can't. What should I do?
I think you should do what you want. If you doesn't interest for sports, do something another interesting for you. It will be sing a song, maybe computer games, like this.
That's true. Thank you very much. And Aslı'dan, I fell over and I think I've twisted my ankle. Topuğumla kayırıp aldım.
You should go to the doctor. Doctor can help you.
Thank you. And Big Zot, do you understand computers?
Yeah.
My computer is behaving very strangely.
Going to
Where should I go?
You should go computer setting center.
Yeah, so I should go to repair shop and to show it to the repairman. Okay.
Okay.
That's it. And Indira, can you drive a car?
No, I have a phobia.
Autophobia?
Yes, when I was 10, I tried and I had a bad memory. After that, I have a phobia.
So you had an accident with your car?
Ozgina qo'ygan, a little bit.
Almost.
Yes, almost.
Almost had a car crash.
Yes.
Lucky you. And my car is making a funny noise. If you can help me.
No, I can't help you. I can't. I don't understand anything in car.
It's okay. I will ask Aslidan. My car is not working very well properly. Aslidan, what should I do?
You should.
You should selling car or buying car.
I should what? Big Dot?
You should or buying
I should buy another new car.
yeah.
Okay, but I don't have money.
If you don't have money, you can
work.
yeah.
Okay, that's a good advice. So I should work a lot and just buy a new one. Now let's see how the experts answer these questions.
Tape script 8.5. Giving advice. 1.
I can't sleep at night.
You must do more exercise during the day. Why don't you walk to work? And you shouldn't drink so much coffee just before bedtime.
2.
I don't like my brother's new girlfriend.
I don't think you should tell your brother. I think you should try to find some good things about her.
3.
I've got an important exam tomorrow and I'm really nervous.
I don't think you should study anymore today. You must get a good night's sleep tonight. Don't worry. I'm sure you'll pass, and if you don't, it's not...
And I'm really nervous.
I don't think you should study anymore today. You must get a good night's sleep tonight. Don't worry. I'm sure you'll pass, and if you don't, it's not the end of the world.
4.
A boy in my class is bullying me.
You must tell your teacher or ask your mum to talk to the teacher.
5.
I'm hopeless at all sports.
You shouldn't worry about that. Lots of people aren't very sporty. Think about all the things you are good at.
6.
I fell over and I think I've twisted my ankle.
Ooh, it looks bad. You must go to the doctor, or better still, A&E, and ask for an X-ray. I'll drive you. I don't think you should walk on it.
7.
My computer's behaving very strangely.
Mine does that all the time. You should do what I do. Turn it off, wait a while, then turn it on again. It's the only thing that ever works for me.
8.
My car's making a funny noise.
It sounds bad. You shouldn't drive it. You must ring the garage.
That's it. The exercise, the suggestions were quite similar with us.
Yes.
By the way, if you have watched the video in the beginning, so what did they talk about?
About twins.
Twins and problems with twins. What are the financial problems about twins?
She said that you should pay for a couple.
Yeah,
everything.
you should pay double
Yes.
for everything.
Double.
That's true. Good. And now we're going to make sentence to express our opinion. For example, maslahat beramiz birovga. If you want to do these things, you should do, you have to do. For example, Indira, you can start one by one.
Okay. If you want to be successful, you should go to university or work hard.
You should go to university and go hard. And work hard.
Yes.
That's it. Aslan?
If you want to learn English, you should communicate with your friends in English and watching movies or English videos in TV, and it's help you to understand and feel in English.
Okay, that's great advice. And on TV, by the way.
Yeah, on TV.
On TV, not in. And Big Zot.
If you
Advice?
want to keep fit, you should do some sports. You don't have to smoke.
Mm-hmm. You shouldn't smoke.
Yeah, you shouldn't smoke. And you should work hard.
That's great. Thank you. And my advice is, if you want to learn English, you have to work hard.
Work hard. Learn
the grammar. And again?
Buy a dictionary.
And today you don't have to buy a dictionary. You don't have to buy a dictionary. But on laptops, on mobile phones or tablets, you should download the good application or good dictionary. Then even you can buy the dictionary, because I started English through my dictionary. It's like a book. And you have to translate every word, because if you don't understand a word, there is no meaning just looking at the text or listening to something. Very nice. There is a letter at the end of the text, this lesson. Men 5-chi nashrni reading bilan writinglarni tashlaganman guruhga. Chiqardilaringmi?
Not yet.
You should. Chunki unda writing bor. Hozir writingga ko'p e'tibor qaratmayapmiz. Ham readinglari boshqacha. Bunga o'xshash, faqat boshqa mavzu. Shuning uchun it will improve you. Just read and do the writing. Har bir darsda oxirida, at the end of each lesson, you should do writing. In the IELTS, for example, a lot of my students think that writing is easy, but I don't have to do that. But when it comes to write a single letter, they're making so much mistake. But I checked your writing about last lesson. Asliddin and Indira wrote very well. But I think Zarifkhan Bro did it best. It was perfect. And the problem with Asliddin is that time, I think. You don't have time because you wrote very short.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
Okay. But still very well. Just work hard. And when you have time, you should do some dictation. Agar internetda dictation slow speed deb yozsalaring matnlar chiqadi. O'shani eshitib yozish kerak. Juda ko'p. Writing bilan listeningga rosa ko'p yordam beradi. Writing bilan listening. Because in IELTS writing you shouldn't do mistake. Agar bitta xato ketsa harf, writingda ham ball kesiladi, listeningda hisob qo'yilmaydi. That's it. Now we're going to listen and speak. Heptathlon sport champion. And what does the heptathlon mean? It means the 7 and athlon context. Hepta 7 and athlon contest. So there are 7 contests. Musabaqa. And it's an athletic competition where there are 7 events over 2 days. These are 100 meters hurdles, 200 meters, 800 meters, long jump, high jump, javelin throw, shot put. And tell me from the picture, what are these 7 sports? 1,
200 meters.
200 meters.
Running?
200 meters running, but it's just 200 meters running. And 2.
Javelin through.
Javelin is Naija, I think. Not I think, but yes, it is. So it should be only shot put. Yeah. The shot put. I mean.
Yeah, shot put.
And 3.
100 meters.
100.
Hurdles.
Yeah. 400 meters. Oh, sorry, 100 meter hurdles. And 4?
High jump.
Long jump.
That's a long jump, exactly.
Long jump. 7 high jump.
That's it. True. 5?
800.
800 meters. And there's 6?
Javelin through.
Javelin throw. 7?
High jump.
High jump.
High jump.
High jump. And we're going to listen to this girl, Jessica Ennis, Britain's first heptathlon champion. And listen to her. She's the first Britain's heptathlon champion, and underline the correct answer while listening. And listen again and answer these questions. Okay, let's first listen.
Tape script 8.6. Jessica Ennis, Britain's first world heptathlon champion.
Nice to meet you, Jessica. Congratulations on your gold medal at the World Athletic Championships in Berlin.
Thank you very much.
You won in Berlin, but I know that just a couple of years ago you injured your ankle very badly. Were you worried that your sporting career was over?
Yes, I was very worried. I missed the Olympics in China and I had to work hard with physios and doctors for 9 months, but now I'm fine.
You're obviously a very determined girl.
Yeah. My mum always said that from a young age I was very determined. I knew what I wanted.
Is your mum a big influence in your life?
Yes, she is. She works for a charity. She helps people with drug problems. You have to have a lot of patience for that. My mum's got that. My dad's a painter and decorator. He was born in Jamaica. He moved here when he was 13.
I can see your parents are important to you. I'm sure you have a good coach too.
Yes, Tony Minichiello. He's a really good coach, but we often fight.
You fight?
Well, we do spend a lot of time together. He's always saying, come on, you must be more aggressive. And I'm not really like that. He says that I must only think about athletics. He didn't even want me to get a dog.
Did you get a dog?
Oh, yeah. I have a beautiful chocolate Labrador called Myla.
So, do you think that you should have other interests, not just athletics?
Yeah, but when I'm competing, I go into my own little world. I don't see my boyfriend.
You have a boyfriend?
Yeah, Andy. I only spoke to him once on the phone when I was in Berlin. I had to concentrate on competing. I know I won in Berlin, but I can still improve. I have to work on my long jump and javelin, and I know I can run more quickly. It's the small things that make a difference in the end.
I hope you have time to feel proud of being world champion.
Oh, yes. I keep my medal by my bed, and when I look at it, I think, oh my goodness, I won. I'm world champion. Sometimes I can't believe it.
It's a fantastic achievement. Well done, and good luck in the next Olympics.
Thank you.
That was true, Indira. Good job. And we will listen again and answer one by one. After each question, I will stop.
Britain's first world heptathlon champion.
Now you should just quickly look through the questions. Now we can listen.
Nice to meet you, Jessica. Congratulations on your gold medal at the World Athletic Championships in Berlin.
Thank you very much.
You won in Berlin, but I know that just a couple of years ago you injured your ankle very badly. Were you worried that your sporting career was over?
Yes, I was very worried. I missed the Olympics in China and I had to work hard with physios and doctors for 9 months, but now I'm fine.
You're obviously a very...
So why did she miss the Olympics in China?
Because she didn't go there because of his ankle
Injury, and yeah, she twisted her ankle.
Yes.
Why does her mom have to have a lot of patience? Let's listen.
Determined girl.
Yeah, my mum always said that from a young age I was very determined. I knew what I wanted.
Is your mum a big influence in your life?
Yes, she is. She works for a charity. She helps people with drug problems. You have to have a lot of patience for that. My mum's got that.
Why does she have to have a lot of patience?
She works for a charity and she helps to drug
people who has drug problems.
Yeah.
So, narkotikka mukasdan ketganlar bilan ishlaydi. That's why she has to have
a lot of patience.
My dad's a painter and decorator. He was born in Jamaica. He moved here when he was 13.
I can see your parents.
His dad nationality is Jamaica.
Jamaican.
Parents are important to you.
And
I'm
what does he
sure you
do?
have a good coach too.
Yeah.
What does his father do then?
I left it.
You missed it.
Yes, miss.
Here's
A
something.
lot of patience for that. My mum's got that. My dad's a painter and decorator. He was born in Jamaica. He moved here when he was 13.
I can see your parents are important to you.
His
Painter and
your
decorator.
father painter and decorator.
Painter and the decorator. So what do Jessica and her coach fight about?
I'm sure you have a good coach too.
Yes, Tony Minichiello. He's a really good coach, but we often fight.
You fight?
Well, we do spend a lot of time together. He's always saying, come on, you must be more aggressive. And I'm not really like that. He says that I must only think about athletics. He didn't even want me to get a dog.
Did you get a dog?
Oh, yeah.
So why do they fight?
Because your coach demand lots of training and always says, come on, you should be aggressive. And he didn't allow taking a dog.
He didn't allow her to get a dog.
Yes.
I have a
Interesting.
beautiful chocolate Labrador called Myla.
So, do you think that you should have other interests, not just athletics?
Yeah, but when I'm competing, I go into my own little world. I don't see my boyfriend.
You have a boyfriend?
Yeah, Andy. I only spoke to him once on the phone when I was in Berlin. I had to concentrate on competing. I know I wanted...
What are her other interests?
She doesn't speak his her boyfriend, and she speaks on mobile phone once a week.
And she has a little world.
Her own little world.
Yes, when she's competing.
Mhm.
Which sports does she have to improve?
I can still improve. I have to work on my long jump and javelin, and I know I can run more quickly. It's the small...
Long jump and javelin.
Yes, long jump and javelin.
And javelin, and I know I can run more quickly. It's the small things that make a difference in the end.
I hope you have time to feel proud of being world champion.
Oh, yes. I keep my medal by my bed, and when I look at it, I think, oh my goodness, I won. I'm world champion. Sometimes I can't believe it.
It's a fantastic achievement. Well done, and good luck in the next Olympics.
Thank you.
So 7 exercise the hot organ comes. So not sometimes, but never. Boyfriend is never with her. What do you think? What do you think of some people? Some successful people? What do they do, and how and why did they become successful? Do you know anyone? You can tell us shortly. Aslidan?
Bill Gates.
Yes. For example, what do they do to be successful?
He wasn't he didn't meet his friends and always worked hard and didn't sleep.
Didn't sleep too much.
Yeah,
that's right. And Indira, do you know anyone?
No one come in my mind. I'm thinking.
Okay. And Bigzo, do you know anyone who's successful?
I don't know. Now I'm thinking about it.
All right.
For example, Elon Musk.
Musk is today's one of the most successful person in the world. So he's famous for what?
His technology is Tesla.
Tesla. A Tesla is not from Elon Musk, if I'm not mistaken. Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. And he has also rockets, satellites is doing these days. Flying rockets into the space for investigation.
In Mars.
Yeah. So reading was at home, if you remember. Home task. Did you read it? Did you read it?
No.
Why not? So this will be, again, home task because we're going to spend a lot of time for it. So, sons, the Cafero family. You're going to read about them and do the exercise here.
Okay.
If you do it on the screen, just pause the video and do the reading. And question now. What are the pros and cons? Pros and cons, yani advantages, disadvantages. So what are the pros and cons of all girl or all boy families? Did you understand this?
Yes.
Yeah. Indira, you can start. Are you all girl family or all boy family? Or you're mixed?
We are mixed. One boy and one girl. My brother and me.
So what are the pros and cons?
For example, advantage is that I'm little in my house and all of members do what I want, what I say, for example. I can rule them from my childhood. And
So you're your family's pet. So you do what you want. That's a
Yes.
good. Usually the single girls, single daughters in the family are the same. And even single boys in the family.
I don't know others, but in my house, gives more attention for the girls than boys.
So the attention is given to girls than boys in your house?
Yes.
That's perfect. And it should be like that.
Yes.
But Aslidan, what are the pros and cons of all boy or all girl family? For example, you are all boy family. What are the advantages and disadvantages?
This pros is we keep a secret. We can keep a secret, and helping each other for works, for homeworks, and they understand me if I have my brothers, and it's good for me if I have a brother.
That's okay. But what are the cons? What are the disadvantages?
It will be hard for mothers doing some homeworks if the family have all boys. Yes, they will help, but not all things they can do.
Yeah. So the mother feels alone, lonely when there is
Yes.
only boys.
And the girls are more attentive than boys.
Yes, that's true.
And all girl, for example, all girl house, it will be bad for parents. They will grow up and they will marry. After that, their parents will be alone their home.
Yeah, when they get married, they are left alone in their families. That's also one of the cons of all girl families. And Big Zot, do you have any idea?
I haven't.
Not yet? Okay. You must have idea about this question. What's the ideal family? How many children is the ideal and why? That's a good question. Big Zot, what is the ideal family?
Ideal family, more children, with more children, parents with some problems. It's ideal, I think.
Okay. And how many children is the ideal, I think?
Children, about 6 or 5 children.
Okay. Sorry. And are there Are there many rules in your family? Yeah. Or were there many rules in your family, in your house? Like house rules, you should do this and you shouldn't do this, and what to do and what not to do. Bigzot? Aslidan, you can answer.
Yes, my families have rules. Children's only study hard, and we must do houseworks and help my dads and moms works.
Okay. Indira, are there any house rules?
Yes, we have a little bit, and it will be strange for you. For example, in our family, sister-in-laws can't tell our names. For example,
Really?
yes,
And so how do they call you?
they give a name. By this name, they can call us.
Wow, that's a great tradition.
And one more rule, we can censor. We can speak with all the people in our family.
So you can speak directly as you, saying you as an
Yes, with my
single form.
grandfather, with my
Really?
grandmother. Yes.
That's strange for us.
Yes.
Okay. Now listening, brothers and sisters. Listen to 3 people talking about their families. After each one, answer these questions. What do you think is the happiest? So check the questions and I will ask after listening.
Tape script 8.6. Jessica Ennis, Britain's first world heptathlon champion. Tape script 8.7. Brothers and sisters. 1. David.
I'm one of 3 brothers. I'm the middle one. There was just Mark, my older brother, and me for years. I liked that. I liked being the baby. But then Rob was born when I was 7, and I was so jealous. I thought he was our mum's favourite. We had lots of fights as kids, but now it's great. I'd like to have at least 3 kids. 3 boys like us would be great.
What does he say?
They are 3 in his family.
All
3
girls?
boys. Not all boys.
Okay.
And he jealous when he was 7. and his brother, his mom's favorite.
Favorite. All right. And did they fight?
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
2. A girl called Peter.
My mum and dad called me Peter when I was born because they wanted a boy. Then they had 4 boys after me. I don't like being the eldest of so many boys, and I don't like my name. I'm going to change it to Petra when I'm 18. I quite like the baby, Henry. He's everybody's favourite. But I hate the others. They're annoying and very boring. All they do is play noisy computer games and talk about football. I don't want any children when I grow up. Well, maybe one daughter.
3. Stuart.
So what does Peter say?
She's a girl, and her parents want a boy, and his dad, her dad, calls his daughter Peter, and after that, her parents
She's the
Had how
elder
many?
one in her family, and there's 3 brothers after her.
and they talk about football, computer games, and not good for one daughter.
Indira? And she also said they are so boring.
Yes.
And how many children is she going to have if she get married?
She doesn't want, but maybe one daughter, she said.
Maybe one daughter. Strange.
3. Stuart.
I'm an only child. My mum and dad divorced when I was just 3 years old, so I grew up with just my mum. I love my mum, but I didn't like the situation. I was her whole world. This was difficult for me. Then, when I was 13, she married again, and that was difficult. It took me a long time to get on with my stepdad. He's really nice, but I was jealous of him for years. I've just got married. My wife's an only child too, and we both definitely want to have lots of children.
So, what does he say? Aslan?
His parents divorced when he was a child, and it's difficult for him. And his mother married again, and his stepdad is nice, but he's jealous. He was jealous, and he got married, and he has a lot of children.
You was 13 years.
Yes, Wigzot?
He was 13 years.
Yeah, when he was 13 years, her mother married another man. Married to another man. That's it. And now, son and daughters. This reading is for at home. For studying at home. So they talk about boys and girls in the families, and it must be very interesting. And we're going to move to vocabulary section. There are clothes. let's just read the words and leave it to translate them at home. You just pause the screen and try to find the meanings of these words. Most of them you know, most of them you don't know. Some of them you don't know. So we can answer these questions. Which are usually for boys and which for girls? Which clothes are for girls and for boys? Indira, what do you think?
For girls, dress and skirt.
Yeah, usually dress, skirt, and
Hats,
tights as
maybe.
well. Tights as well here. And that's it. And which are for boys?
T-shirt.
For boys, jeans, t-shirts, t-shirt and shirt.
Okay. Do you think it's for girls as well?
Yeah. Nowadays.
I mean, tight jeans, very tight.
Yeah.
Maybe, but I don't think so. And which are not clothes? And that's for socks or glasses. Which clothes do you usually wear in winter?
Jumper.
Coat. Let me go to the questions. Scarf as well.
Yeah.
Boots.
Socks.
Socks, right.
Pajamas. Maybe.
Pajamas sometimes. And which clothes are usually for summer?
T-shirt.
One voice. T-shirt. In one voice. And sandals, like, and just light clothes are for summer.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what can the things be made of? Leather, wool, denim, cotton, silk, gold, and silver.
Cotton and silk.
Mm,
Much better.
Many clothes are made of cotton and silk, right?
Yes.
And can men wear silk? Clothes made of silk in our country?
I don't know.
Actually
Maybe.
not. No. For in Islam, silk is only for girls, not for boys. That's why you don't find any silk.
What is it?
Clothes. Ipek. Yeah. So men shouldn't wear silk. And gold as well.
Yes.
Men shouldn't have a gold. Not
Gold.
ring, not a teeth.
Yeah.
And you can take silver. Gold and silk for women. And what is denim? in denim, if you have heard. So denim
Jeans
is
or
like, yeah, it's the material that you can make jeans.
what about wool?
Wool is yün.
Mhm.
So some coats are made of wool, and even socks can be made of wool. Usually winter clothes are made of wool. Now everyday English. At the doctor's. Here are some words. Match the pictures with the illness from the box. So here are the illness. And what is A, do you think?
Food poisoning?
Yeah, that's food poisoning. B,
Flu?
food poisoning.
A cold, B1.
A cold. C,
Twisted ankle.
yeah, she twisted her ankle. D,
Flu?
yeah, that must be flu.
Allergy.
No, allergy is B1.
Allergy is coughing. Yeah, allergy is D. And E,
Sore throat.
sore throat. And F,
Diarrhea.
diarrhea. He's running to the toilet. G,
The last one is an allergy.
yeah, the last is allergy because scratch and scratch. Kaşlan yaptı. Kaşın yaptı. So the D will be flu.
Flu.
A cold. Now read the symptoms. Alamatlarını okuyun and complete the diagnosis with an illness. For example, I can't stop coughing and blowing my nose.
You've got a cold.
Okay, I'm not sure if it's cold or flu. We'll
You are
listen and check.
cold. You got sore.
Let's say you've got a cold. 2. I've got a fever and my whole body aches. That must be flu. Bu, ısıtma flu. Yeah, that's. And 3, it hurts when I walk on it.
Twisted ankle.
Twist his ankle. I keep going to the toilet.
You got a
diarrhea.
And I keep being sick and I've got terrible diarrhea.
food.
Yeah, food poisoning.
Yeah, food poisoning.
I start sneezing and itching when I'm near a cat.
Allergy.
You got an allergy.
I've got an allergy. Let's check.
Tape script 8.8. Symptoms and diagnoses.
I can't stop coughing and blowing my nose.
You've got a cold.
I've got a fever and my whole body aches.
You've got flu. It hurts when I walk on it.
You've got a twisted ankle.
I keep going to the toilet.
You've got diarrhea. My glands are swollen and it hurts when I swallow.
You've got a sore throat. I keep being sick and I've got terrible diarrhea.
You've got food poisoning.
I start sneezing and itching when I'm near a cat.
You've got an allergy.
Now listen to a conversation between a doctor and Edson, a student from Brazil, and answer the question.
Tape script 8.9. At the doctor's.
What seems to be the problem?
Well, I haven't felt well for a few days. I've had a bad headache and now I've got a sore throat.
Any sickness or diarrhea?
Well, I haven't been sick.
Do you feel hot?
Yes, especially at night. I feel hot and I start coughing when I lie down.
Okay.
Haven't been sick.
Do you feel hot?
Yes, especially at night. I feel hot and I start coughing when I lie down.
Okay. I'll just take your temperature. Yes. You do have a bit of a fever. Now, let me see your throat. Open your mouth wide, please.
Can you see anything?
Yes, your throat looks very red. Does this hurt? And your glands are swollen. You just have a bit of an infection. You need antibiotics. Are you allergic to penicillin?
No, I'm not.
Good. Now, you should take things easy for a couple of days, and you must drink plenty of liquids. I'll write you a prescription.
Thank you. Do I have to pay you?
No. But you'll have to pay for the prescription. It's £7.20.
Right. Thanks very much. Goodbye.
So what's his problem?
Sore throat.
Sore throat. And what does she prescribe? What does she prescribe?
Antibiotic.
Penicillin.
Antibiotic, that's penicillin.
Yes.
And what advice does she give him?
He should plenty of liquid.
Drink?
Yes, drink.
And does she have to pay for anything?
For prescription, he should
Yeah.
pay.
£20.
£10, 20.
And do you have any questions?
No questions.
Uyga san tushuntirdimi mikrofon o'char ekan. O'sha lug'at 8-unitgacha workbook 8-unitgacha lug'at 9ni qo'shib yodlaymiz. Then shadowing boyagi bolalar atlet va doktorni shadow qilishlari mumkin. So boys do the boys and girls shadow the girls. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, thank you
Thank you.
and have a nice day. See you. Bye.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.
Bye bye.